Hi, this is ET. A long count in boxing refers to extra time given a downed opponent beyond 10 seconds. The most famous long count, the 18 seconds given to Gene Tunney in the 1927 second fight with Jack Dempsey. Another long-remembered long count was given to then welterweight Ray Robinson after Artie Levine put him down in 1946. But the first, and for decades, the most famous long count, took place long before even the Queensberry rules were in effect, and it's a good story. This is Tom Molineaux, former slave. During the first decade of the 19th century, he claimed to be heavyweight champion of the world. Now, that's a title any American could claim until John L. Sullivan. In 1810, Molineaux sailed to England and took on the best of John Bull. English fights followed what were called Broughton rules. Fighters could wrestle above the waist. They could headbutt, pull hair and ears. That's one reason why you see fighters with shaved heads. And they could throw an opponent to the ground. But they could not gouge, hit below the waist, hit a fighter when he's down. A fighter could not kick. Molineaux, in London, was tutored by another former American slave, Bill Richmond. Richmond had earlier lost to the heavyweight champion, Tom Cribb, and he was unhappy about it. He wants to find a protege to finish off Cribb. Molineaux was the man, and Molineaux ran up a few victories, including one over Jack Burroughs, whose cornermen included Tom Cribb, at the time still champion, albeit in semi-retirement. Molineaux, after decisively beating Burroughs, challenged Cribb, but Cribb did not take the bait. Later on, Molineaux called him publicly a coward. After Molineaux beat another Englishman, who again had Cribb in his corner, Cribb did accept the challenge. And he was motivated, I should add here, by King George III, who demanded that he do so. Now, this is kind of odd, considering that prize fighting in England is technically illegal. The fight is scheduled for December 18, 1810. The fight is to be bare knuckles. A round will end only when a fighter is down. He has 30 seconds, not 10, to rise up and toe the mark. In other words, put his toe in the middle of the ring where there is a mark. And he has to be standing. Tom Cribb stands 5'10". He weighs 200 pounds. That's about 90.56 kilos. Molineaux weighs the same, 200 pounds, and he stands at 5'7". It's a cold, rainy day, but it did not deter the fans. 10,000 showed up, trudging through mud to Shennington Hollow in Oxfordshire. During the fight, Molineaux will dominate for the first 8 rounds, and the mob, albeit them all English and white, are shouting and cheering him on as he takes Cribb's best. Keep in mind, Cribb used to train by punching tree bark. Molineaux draws the first blood. He will floor the champion with a punch to the ribs. Next 20 rounds, Cribb is beginning to rally. Then in the 28th round, Cribb misses a punch. Molineaux counters. He knocks the champion down. The champ is seemingly out. He's got one hand on the ropes trying to raise himself. The 30-second count was started, but when time is called and Molineaux is standing at the ring center, Cribb is on his knees crawling to the scratch mark. It's at that time that Joe Ward, he's one of Cribb's cornermen, shouts to the referee that Molineaux is holding pistol balls in his fist, making them heavier. Now, an argument ensues. It's all phony, but it allows time for Cribb to recover. How much time? We don't know. In the next round, the 29th, Cribb catches Molineaux with a shot to the eye, and Molineaux falls. Then in the 31st round. In the 44th round, after 55 minutes, Molineaux is at it. He said to the referee, "Me can fight no more." He then fell down unconscious. After that, Tom Cribb retired. Molineaux, 3 days after the fight, challenges Cribb to a rematch. Cribb agrees, and the fight takes place September of 1811. Molineaux is beaten in the 9th round by knockout, and he pretty much disappears after that. I'll have another video to talk about Tom Molineaux. That's it. Put in your comments below. Subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you.